What up? It's Goldberg. Good morning. It's Tuesday. Are you excited? I'm excited for the day. It's today's Hits Without the Rap 99.9 The Point. How you doing? It's a hat day. Turning into hat days now. I'm kind of in between hairstyles. I shaved my head completely. Like, my head was completely shaved a couple weeks ago. My hair is growing back. It's too warm for me to wear my traditional Scully hat. So now I'm in baseball hat season, which is appropriate because yesterday was the kickoff of the baseball season. So anyways, last night was Justin Bieber at the Pepsi Center, and I took my daughter and her two friends. There's nothing like going to a Justin Bieber concert, escorting two teenagers and one almost teenager to see the show. And it's my review. I'm gonna tell you what I thought about the Justin Bieber concert last night at the Pepsi Center, which he's only been on tour for about 2 weeks. So, yeah. The first things first, and I'm probably going to get into it in about, I don't know, we'll play it by ear because I'll probably have to repeat some of this because I have a break in about 3-4 minutes where I've got to actually talk on the air, where I'll actually be talking about the show as well. So the show last night, okay, so as a parent going to see the Justin Bieber concert, my number one concern was it going to be appropriate? Knowing Justin Bieber, the way he's been acting nowadays, all that kind of stuff, my biggest concern was language, sexual situations, talking about sexual situations, just being too adult for the kids in the room. That was my biggest concern when it came to Justin Bieber's show. I'm happy to say, didn't need to be worried. Did not need to be worried. I was surprised on how PG the show was. Very easily, he could have gotten a lot more sexual with the show, with the dancing. There was a few dances that my daughter and her friends were kind of like, did he really need to do that? And to be honest, I mean, I don't know if they're saying that because I was in the car and they were just trying to appease me. But I didn't think anything of it. Like the dance moves that I've seen worse from Michael Jackson, from his crotch grabs and stuff like that. So I was surprised on how tame the show was. Definitely seen other shows that were kind of like meant for families. Like the Katy Perry show I thought was maybe even more a little naughty than the Justin Bieber show. Just put it out there. So definitely, if you're a parent and you were planning on taking your kids to go see Justin Bieber, if he comes back to Colorado, or if you're in another market and you're watching this, another city, feel free. Go ahead and take it. Even though the tickets are crazy expensive, go ahead and take them. It's not you don't have to worry about some of the inappropriate content that you may think that you had to be dealing with. So that's a good thing. That was a very good thing. One of the coolest things I saw was, I'm going to go with the good before I go with the bad, okay? Because by the time we get to the on-air part of my segment, I'll be right in the swing of things when it comes to the bad part. Trampoline. They had a trampoline drop down from the ceiling. If you went to the Taylor Swift concert, you knew that she had a stage that went from one end of the arena to the other. It like turned up and then it like pivoted. It was pretty amazing. Bieber kind of did something like that where they had a trampoline come down from the ceiling and they got on the trampoline and they came up and kind of went over the crowd. They're jumping on the trampoline. They didn't utilize the trampoline as much as I thought they would. Like it was barely used. It was a really cool stage effect. I don't understand why they didn't use it more. They used it once for one song for Complicated? I can't remember. What the hell is his new song? I can't remember what the song is. I think the only time they used it, and it was a little underutilized, I think. Okay, but it was really cool. The staging was pretty outstanding. Every seat was a great seat in the house, which whenever you spend that much for a concert ticket, you're concerned about. Every seat was a great seat. The stage is actually set up really, really well. When he sang great. That's big issue with something here. I don't know if I should have a big issue with it, but I do. But when he did sing, amazing. Justin, like, he does have, I'm not going to say he has the voice of an angel, but it's angelic. It was pretty good. He was pretty good singing there. All right, I'm going to be talking here. You're going to be getting a little bit of double up of some of this stuff. And I'm talking out of Justin Bieber. You go and love yourself. I cannot sing, and I'm okay with that. Justin Bieber, Love Yourself. On today's Hits Without the Rap, it's 99.9 The Point. It's Goldberg and the most music in the mornings. So last night, Justin Bieber was in Colorado. He was at the Pepsi Center for his Purpose World Tour. And I took my daughter and her two friends to go see this show. And I wanted to share my thoughts because as a parent, my first concern going into this show was Bieber has a tendency to get a little inappropriate. And I was concerned on the level of inappropriateness that this show may contain. I'm pleased to say that actually it was rather tame. In concert standards, I've seen worse from a Justin Timberlake concert or Katy Perry. I was very pleased. I think he actually realizes who his audience is. And yeah, there's a lot of, later teens, 20s. There was a lot of women that maybe were in their 30s there with their friends. Good for you. But I think he understands that parents are bringing their kids to this show too, which is good for you, Justin. I understand that. Good job. Another thing is a lot of people were giving him beef about canceling his meet and greets. And you should not be so upset with him about that. Now, okay, do I agree that he canceled his meet and greets and he's not refunding the $2,000 per ticket cost? He'll give you a refund, but you'll have to give up your ticket. But those tickets usually are in the pit, so they're pretty expensive tickets anyways. But the reason he canceled all of his meet and greets, and I got this from representatives from him yesterday who are a little forthcoming. There were people involved with his tour that were getting a little greedy, that were just selling and selling and selling as many as they could sell. They really weren't putting a cap on it. And at the show in LA a couple weeks ago, they had sold over 800 meet and greets that he was expected to meet 800 people before he went on stage. And I'm sorry, that's exhausting. Okay, most artists do like 50 to 60 meet and greets before a show, and that's like the extreme. And whoever was in charge with Justin Bieber's meet and greets got greedy, was probably getting a cut of it, and sold over 800 meet and greets just for the LA show alone. So instead of Justin saying yes and no, he just put a kibosh on everything and said, no, I'm not doing any at all because I'm going to be too tired to be able to do a show and perform. Which, you know what? I'm good for him. Good for him for sticking up for himself when it comes to that. So I'm okay. Which I wish he would refund some of the money. But people who bought those meet and greets still got pretty phenomenal tickets. So the show last night, it was appropriate for the kids. There was it was one of the coolest stagings I've ever seen. Like, they had a giant trampoline that came from the ceiling. There was water involved. It was a really great stage performance. I have to say that as well. And when he sang, I'm not going to say he had a voice of an angel, but it was rather angelic. When he sat down and busted out his guitar and he did just an acoustic set of Love Yourself and some other of his songs, the dude can sing. He can sing. Don't get it twisted. Justin Bieber is incredibly talented. But that's when he sang. There was a whole lot of lip syncing going on, and it was evident. Because he had the face mic, and there was one part where the mic dropped down to like his chin, and he wasn't even trying. He would just be this dancing, and there was a lot of times he wasn't even dancing. He was just like staring. He would do like the Michael Jackson like champion pose where he just like stand there with his chest out and like look out deep into the crowd, and lyrics are going like he should be singing, and then his mouth isn't moving. So there was a lot of dancing involved. So, okay, I understand. Britney Spears did the same thing back in the day where her tours didn't involve very much singing, but a lot of phenomenal choreography. Here's another problem, though. His dancing was very lackluster. I know Justin Bieber's known for being a great dancer, but his dancing was very stiff, and he kind of looked like he didn't care to be there. He kind of looked like I don't remember him smiling once. He kind of looked sad the entire time. And there's one time he keeps talking about, everybody told me I could never make it. I'm never going to make it. I'll never be anything. You've been famous since you were a fetus. What are you? Who's telling you you're not going to make it? You've made enough money to last you 5 lifetimes. Who said you're not going to make it? You've been famous your entire life. Chill out. Let's see. There was also kind of an unimpressive drum solo. Justin Bieber's known for playing many instruments, including the drums, and he did his own drum solo, and it was rather unimpressive. It's something I think I would have saw like a high school talent show. Yeah, not a professional musician. But all in all, okay, here's the thing. I've said a lot of negative things. He really didn't sing a whole lot, but dancing was lackluster. The crowd loved it, and his performance, and it was actually an entertaining concert. When you look at the entire event, it was rather entertaining. Worth the price of admission? That's still up for debate. But I'm going to share this video of my review at the website 999thepoint.com. Probably going to talk about it a little more in depth on our live feed with our Facebook page, but you can check it out there. But it's Goldberg, today's hits without the rap, 999 The Point. Coming up, who are you going to call? Well, Swipe Busters. What? We're going to talk about that coming up next. So yeah, so that was kind of my overall review. I'm going to get into a little bit more in depth right here. Yeah, there was a lot of lip syncing involved. It was very lackadaisical when it came to his lip syncing. Like, I've seen shows, and I'm going to compare this to probably compare this to Britney Spears, because when I've seen Britney Spears perform in the past, they were some of the most amazing concerts I've ever seen. But you know it's lip syncing. There's a ton of lip syncing. But she tries to hide it. But at the same time, her dancing and the choreography and the show, and she sells it. That's the whole thing. When she's lip syncing, she's selling it. She's like getting into it. Justin's lip syncing was very... And his dancing was very lackadaisical too. I can't dance. I'm not... Okay. It's kind of... I'm not really one to call somebody's dancing out, but his dancing was essentially just like this. I mean, there was literally him, like, just doing, like, choreographed walking in a lot of cases. When his dancers were pretty amazing. His backup dancers were throwing it down. They were phenomenal. But he was just kind of, like, just going through the motions. And the entire time, he was just all like... And I understand, when you dance that much, and you sing at the same time, especially at this altitude, it's not easy. I understand it's not easy, but the tickets, the third level upper deck tickets were almost $100. Fake it. Fake it till you make it, dude. Just do something. Now, I did say this on the air. With it all taken into consideration, when he sang, he was fantastic. And I would actually be incredible. I would be a huge fan of Justin Bieber if he just sat down and did like an acoustic show. I really would, because there was a part of the show where a sofa, at the very end of the stage, like a sofa, a couch, a love seat, came up from the stage, had an acoustic guitar sitting on it, had the mic stand, but first off, didn't know he was left-handed. Starts busting out the guitar, and he's playing the guitar, and he's singing acoustically. That was engaging. That was so entertaining. That was very Ed Sheeran-esque, and... that was fantastic. I would love to see a Justin Bieber tour where he's just all acoustic. Like an untapped. A stripped down acoustic show. That would be, I would pay money to see that. That is worth $80 for a ticket. Third level upper deck. That would be worth that. Cause that was without a doubt the best part of the concert. It was unbelievable. The rest of it was very, like I said, he didn't seem into it. Now, I might be able to chalk this up to one of two things. Giving him some excuses here. Either one, the tour's only been going on for 2 weeks. So the tour is probably so young, and he's still learning his shtick and getting back into the swing of things when it comes to touring, that he may be a little out of practice when it comes to it. I'm gonna give him the benefit of doubt with that one, because this is the way I would expect a show maybe to be at the very, very end when you're tired and done with it. Like, usually I would expect an artist who's been on tour for a year and a half to be like, this is my last show, just get through it, and then I can rest. That's kind of what it seemed like to me. But at the end of the day, that's going to be my excuse for him with that. Is I think he was still learning the whole getting back in the swing of things when it comes to the show and being on tour. I mean, it was loud. My ear is still ringing. I'm very get off my lawn nowadays where if it's too loud, you're too old. Maybe I'm too old. I don't know. The music was not. The screaming, the shrills, the women. I'm sorry. He took off his jacket. He still has a t-shirt on. Why are you screaming? Why are you screaming when he just takes his damn jacket off? Makes no sense to me. Now at the end of the show when he takes his shirt off, and he's bare-chested, and the ladies were screaming, okay, I'll give you that one. Not that I'm screaming for it or anything like that, but okay. There's something to scream about, I guess. I mean, it's not like anything you can't see in a Calvin Klein commercial, which, by the way, they played, like, all the time before the show started. Anyways. But, yeah. He did the standing stare. I talked about this on the air. He did the standing stare a lot. My impersonation of Justin Bieber, probably about 35 to 40% of the concert. That's it. That's what he's doing. But the problem is, still singing. The music is still going. His lyrics are still going. They're making it as if he's singing that part of the song, and he's just like this. Lyrics, no mouth movement. Don't mail it in. Don't mail it in. At least pretend. Don't insult everybody's intelligence. My daughter and her friends are going like, wow, he doesn't move his mouth a lot when he sings, does he? When you got a bunch of teenagers noticing that, that's a problem. Once again, I'm not one of the people that believes that lip syncing is a bad thing on a big concert, especially if you're a heavy choreography. Beyonce, Justin Timberlake, Britney Spears. I would say Taylor Swift, but she literally sings every single thing on her show. It's evident because you can hear her breathing. But Bieber, come on, man. If you're going to lip sync and dance, make sure your choreography is tight. Make sure you put some energy and effort into your choreography and at least try to fool me. At least try to trick me that you're singing. Pretend. Just pretend. Pretend. End of the day, though. Final verdict of the show. Even though I've seemed like I've kind of torn it apart, it was a pretty outstanding show. It really was. It was very entertaining. Did I want to see more singing? Yes, but it was chalk it up to an incredibly entertaining show. I'm just gonna throw that down. I gotta talk again. You might like this, especially if you want to try to catch somebody on Tinder. What? The Insane Inflatable is back. It's today's Hits Without the Rap, 99.9 The Point. It's Goldberg and the most music in the mornings. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's the best 5K you're going to find anywhere, and it's coming back to the ranch in Loveland on May 14th. Tickets are on sale right now at the website, 999thepoint.com. Insane Inflatable. Imagine, it's a 5K, because everybody talks about some of these other 5Ks where you get thrown it with colors or whatever. This one's so much fun because you're giant inflatable obstacles. It's so much fun. You definitely want to check it out. So get details, website, 999thepoint.com. Speaking of websites, who are you going to call? Swipe Busters. I can't sing. I try to sing. I don't hide it. There's a website called Swipe Busters that is pretty much out there to help you bust anyone in your life that may be swiping left or swiping right. Do you think that somebody in your life is using Tinder? Oh boy. If there's anybody you think in your life, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, that may be using Tinder, this website, Swipe Busters, for $4.99 will allow you to do 3 searches where they will search all the public information for you when it comes to Tinder, and you can find out if the person's been using Tinder and how recently they've been using Tinder, if they're looking for men, if they're looking for women. This is definitely some, cyber Facebook stalking type stuff. It only costs you $4.99. Is this something you would try? Just throwing it out there. To be honest, if this is something you would have to try and then you're like having to question your significant other, maybe you shouldn't be in that relationship. Maybe there's something about that relationship that isn't quite healthy. Just throwing it out there. But if you're interested, it's called Swipe Busters, and you can go check it out. It's only been active for a few weeks now. It's a relatively new app. So maybe you can get into it with their bottom basement pricing, I guess. I don't know. Swipe Busters. Who you gonna call? Swipe Busters! I wonder if they can get rights to that song. That could be like a new thing for them. I just came up with their theme song right there. Right there on the spot. You're welcome. Take it. It's 99.9 The Point with Goldberg in the mornings. Alright, so anyways. Yeah, Swipe Busters. Would you use that? Would you use that? Would you use Swipe? Of course you would. If you are untrusting of your significant other, why would you not use this if you think that they possibly may be using Tinder? Just throwing it out there. Chances are you're going to use that. But the other thing is if you are thinking that your significant other may be using Tinder, maybe that's a relationship you don't want to be in. Probably not. Oh, baby. And it's an exciting morning. Man. You know how energetic or energized you get after not having a great night's sleep? Because I had a good night's sleep, but I got to bed incredibly late because I was down in Denver last night for the Justin Bieber concert. But that's pretty much it. Let me look, because I never get comments, and sometimes people are always upset because they leave comments on the video and they ask me questions and I can't get to it. I'm just looking on the website to see if anybody happens to leave any questions. No questions. Feel free, anytime we're watching one of these videos, to leave a question. If you want to leave a comment, leave a question. If you want to say hi, you want to say something. But anyways, thanks a lot for checking us out again. I'm going to put this video up on our YouTube channel of my Justin Bieber review. Once again, wasn't a bad show. It was actually an incredibly entertaining show. I just would have appreciated, you always say you don't want to be lied to, but I'm actually, in this case, I'm saying lie to me. Justin Bieber, lie to me. Just put in a little more effort to try to fool people into making them think that you're actually singing. Just try to do that. Don't insult their intelligence. People are smart. There's a lot of videos, a lot of cameras. People are going to catch on, and people may be upset about that. Like I said on the air, I'm less upset about the whole thing of you canceling the meet and greets. I wish you would have returned some of the money, but I completely understand, and I actually am pretty impressed that you took control of your own career, and at least in that sense, and said, you know what, no, I'm not doing these meet and greets anymore. Because people are trying to take advantage of you, and 800 meet and greets is absolutely ridiculous. There's no reason to do something like that. But I think that was pretty much it. Oh, yeah, the whole thing about him being, people tell me I'll never be able to make it. Whatever. Famous your entire life, dude. Yeah, you're okay. You'll be all right. So anyways, that was my Justin Bieber review. This video will actually stay on our Facebook page, so if you ever want to come check it out, you can rewatch it to your heart's content. And then also we're going to put it up on our YouTube channel as well. Don't forget, we always have that YouTube channel up where we have new content several times a week between myself, Sparks, and Maddie, and everybody, or me, myself, Sparks, and Molly, and Maddie as well, who does a digital team. And but yeah, it's a good time. Check it out there. Make sure to follow us on Facebook right here if you're not already. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Twitter, Instagram, and have a whole lot of fun with what we're doing. And don't forget, the Wheel of Winning is continuing right here on 99.9 The Point. Once again, I'm Goldberg from The Morning Show. Today's Hits Without the Rap. Thank you so much for checking us out.